Hey guys,
welcome to our...
I just had the urge to laugh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our channel.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jane. And we're the AJ fam. So today we are going to be doing our second session of advice. And today's topic is going to be relationship advice. So do you want to start it off? And we have our list right here in my notes, so sorry if we keep looking down.
Alright, so basically these are all things that we either we went through ourselves and we want to express and try to help people get through it, or it's just things we know other people go through, so it's just a way to try to help people in relationships and give them advice to keep their relationship
Strong.
Yeah.
Hey!
Great nice and good.
Alright, so first topic.
Time away from each other. So what we mean by that is, in a relationship, obviously you want to spend time together as a couple and do things together, go places, everything like that. But you also want to make sure that you spend time alone, yourself and themselves, for your mental health. You want to spend time with your friends, you want to spend time with your family, and the same for your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You want to make sure that you do that so you don't forget about anybody. You don't want to just hang out with your boyfriend all the time and forget about your friends. Try to spend your time equally, and also for your mental health, spend time for yourself and take care of yourself first.
Now, like Ashley just said, spend time with your family and friends. That is a really big one, because if you take all your time and effort and just put it into your significant other, you're going to lose those people that are around you. It could be your best friend of 20 years. If you don't take the time to continue that, because your friendships are your little relationships. You got to look at it like that. Your family is your family, no matter what. Family comes first. So that's the biggest thing. Taking time away from each other to do other things, because when you're with each other 24/7, nothing new comes up. You're not if you're together every day, you're going to talk about the same things because you're not out doing something, and you can't come home and tell that person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so yesterday I went out with my friends and we did this and this. You can be able to say what happened.
Exactly.
Where you went, and be able to explain and listen to each other and everything like that.
So that's really,
yeah.
it kind of says it itself. A lot of them do. Sorry, turn the phone off. So the second one is trust and being truthful. That is one of the biggest things in a relationship. If you cannot be truthful, then that person will not trust you. So if you can't go out with your friends and come home and not have to hide anything from them, there's no point. The other thing is, too, everybody finds out everything.
Yeah, eventually. It may take a while or it may not.
Exactly. It comes around at some point. And then you're going to have to confess or whatever it is to come clean. And then that person is not going to trust you over time.
And it's just going to be worse.
And then that relationship there's always going to be problems. You're not going to be able to go to your family's house without that person not trusting you. You're not going to be able to go out with your girlfriends or your guy friends. Just be honest.
Yeah.
All right, the next thing.
Communication. So the expression communication is key is literally a fact. If you're in a relationship and you do not communicate and about anything, it becomes a problem. If you're going through a situation in your relationship, there's a problem going on, you want to talk about it. You want to talk things out. That's how things work out. You talk to each other. That goes for friendships too. But while we're talking about relationships, you want to talk to your boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, about hey, this is how I feel. Or even if you want to tell them something that's going on with you, you have to explain to them, because if you start acting some type of way because of something that's going on in your life and they don't understand why you're acting that way, then they're going to be confused. So if you communicate and tell them what's going on and express yourself, then it will be easier and things won't, a fight won't happen because you're not explaining yourself.
I actually agree with that one 100%, so I'm not going to add anything else to that because that was perfect. The next one is one of my biggest things, and that is memories. So you and your significant other, go out, do something. Even if you're home watching a movie, like, do something. Because down the road, you don't want to regret not going. Even if you just go out, like, we have a place here called Round One. It's a little arcade place. You can, if you're old enough, you can have a drink. You can do karaoke. You can,
bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you just do that, like, that's a memory in the books. And then as you get older, depending on who's watching this, if you're young and in a young relationship, as you get older, you guys can plan trips and do things. Don't just stay home. Make your life fun and adventures and keep it going. Don't let it get boring. Because you want to look back one day and be like, oh, I went to the Bahamas and I went to Mexico and we went on hikes and we did this and we went to movies. Like, make it fun. Like I said, even if it's just going out to dinner, going to see a movie, those things there still mean a lot. So that's what I have to say about that one.
That's true. I agree with that.
All right.
So cheating is the next one. If you think about cheating or you feel like, it's something you want to do, then, we personally think that the relationship, you shouldn't be in the relationship.
Right.
Because if you really love that person and you see yourself with that person and you want to be with that person, you wouldn't even consider it. You wouldn't think about it. And just don't do it. If you think about it, just tell that person, like, listen, this is not working out. I can't seem to be loyal right now, and then that's your own personal problem.
And that,
but don't break that person's
I don't mean
heart.
to cut you off,
No,
but that falls into being truthful.
Yeah.
And trust.
It all ties in somehow together. You just have to really be honest with each other, and communication, again, is key. You have to talk. So
that one is... That is one of the biggest things in a relationship, which is communication, because I don't want to repeat her, because what I'm going to say is the same thing. But please communicate with your significant other, because it'll make your relationship
10 times better.
10 times better. It'll make it stronger. The trust will be there.
Less fighting, like, you may fight over little things, bicker here and there, but it's not going to
Which
be
is
big
okay,
fights.
because
Yeah.
that is in every relationship, and not one relationship is perfect.
Nope.
Not even the people that are up, that are famous.
Yeah.
They have problems. They have huge problems. So just communicate. That's it. Okay, so the next one is 50-50. So you're putting in the work and your significant other is putting in the exact amount of work that you're putting into that relationship to make it work. If you're putting in 80% and that person's putting in 20%, you're more involved in the relationship and you feel more, how do I say it? It's not more like of an attraction to them, but you're putting in more love to that relationship than they are.
You're giving more effort.
Right.
And they're not even trying. And everybody deserves happiness. Everybody deserves love. And if you're not getting that, then that person isn't for you. You should both be putting in your part equally, because if it's not equal, it's not fair.
Exactly. All right, so the next one.
Loving yourself. You want to make sure that you love yourself first before you
Get into any type of relationship.
If you don't love yourself, you can't physically love anybody else. It's impossible. You may think it is, but you may think it's...
And if you don't love yourself, nobody else will love you. You need to find the love for yourself. You need to find out who you are, what you want to do in life,
where you want to go.
Right.
All those things.
And then eventually love will come to you. Because now you know how to love yourself. You will now know how to love somebody else. That's a big one. So another one is supporting each other. Even if it is just going to, if you guys are in high school, even if it is going to your boyfriend or girlfriend's softball, football, or cheerleading practice or game, go. Cheer them on. Let them know that you are there for them. And that for them will kind of give them a security and make them feel loved and make them feel good.
Or for their future. Like, they want to, you know, be a doctor. They want to do, like, computer work. They want to, you know.
Like graphic designing.
Yeah, like, no matter what they want to do, you know, you want to support them. Unless, you know. And if they're not doing anything, you want to encourage them to do something.
Right. And if you're not supporting them, if you don't like what they're doing, communication. But if you strongly don't feel... I don't want to say if you don't like what they're doing because it's really not your life. Yeah. But then again, if you're with that person for life, that part of their life affects your life. So that comes in with the communication and being truthful. If you feel some type of way about something, you guys need to talk. But definitely support each other. Like, no my family and my boyfriend, her family and her boyfriend support us with doing YouTube. I just had the word in my head and now I forgot it. But they encourage us to continue to do YouTube. We just been having little rough patches right now, so that's why our videos are slowly coming out now, because we're getting things back together. But our family and our loved ones are rooting us on and want us to do good. So that's pretty much it. I know I kind of rambled a lot on that one, but
all right. Little things mean a lot. So, like, anything little may seem better than the bigger things. So, like, a random date, if, you know, you go to your boyfriend or girlfriend's house and you pop up with flowers or their favorite perfume or cologne, or you text them and you're like, get ready, I'm gonna be at your house in an hour, we're going somewhere. You don't even have to tell them.
Right.
Or little dates. You're at home, you're like, all right, let's go to the store, buy a couple snacks, and come home and watch a movie. Right. That's a little thing. That's not going out on a 7-day vacation.
And spending a lot of money.
Yeah, it's something little, and you're still spending time with one another, but it can be more special than something
I was going to say,
really
and
big.
Those little things, most of the time, mean a lot more than you going out and spending $1,000 on somebody.
Yeah.
$20 mean more than $1,000 sometimes.
Like, an experience that I had is, like, one day me and my boyfriend, we went and we got Pizza Hut and we came back to the house and we literally just watched, like, movies all night.
Yeah.
And we just ate Pizza Hut. And that's one thing we always talk about. We're like, you know, we have to do that again, like something like that, because it was fun and it's just...
Because you're spending time with each other. It's calm. It's relaxing. You guys can talk. Your watching movie session can turn into a talking session.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like... The little things that matter. Like, me and my boyfriend, we vent all the time to each other. We talk about our life goals and what we want to do. But right now, we're doing little things because we do have goals, and we have set goals and we want to reach them one day. But you got to start small.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. That's pretty much all I have to say to that one, about that one.
Yeah.
The last one is probably one of the biggest things in a relationship, and that is social media.
And a lot of people don't realize that this is affecting their relationship, but it is. Because,
so you know, okay, girls post their boyfriends all the time or their girlfriends, but most of the time, sometimes men, number one, men are not really on social media. Like, they are, but the last time my boyfriend posted something was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and some people, right, and some people get offended by that, but it's not about social media. Your whole life shouldn't be surrounded by or obtain or have to be in with social media.
Yeah.
You should be making your own. You shouldn't be following off of, I don't know, like Beyonce.
Post, like, goals, like, oh, you know, you see something and you're like, oh, you guys are like goals. Like that's a big thing that a lot of
Right.
people like in my school would say. Like they'd see their best friend in a relationship and be like, oh, you guys are goals. Like
I wanna
say
be
that as
like
a way,
you.
like to my friends sometime. Like sometimes to Jane, I'll be like, oh, you and Vidal, like your goals. But
Right.
me and my boyfriend have our own goals. Like I'm not gonna sit here and follow these pictures or these things, like these trends or whatever, just to have a good relationship. Like that's not true.
Right.
You can have your own goals and your own things going on and still have a way better relationship than these goals on social media. Like you don't have to follow the trending things just to have a good
You
relationship.
want to be a leader, not a follower. Like she said, do your own thing. Don't follow off social media. Because number one, that'll get you guys into a lot of fights. It may cause you to break up because a lot of people get offended when their boyfriends don't post them. But it's
And it's just basic,
not about
you know?
that.
You want to be different. You don't want to be like, oh, me and these 30 other relationships look exactly the same.
Right.
Like, you want to stick out. You want to be different. You want to have your own things going. Because then it's, like, surprising. It's not, like,
Yeah.
predictable. You can't sit here and be like, oh, well, yeah, I know this is going to happen. Like, you want to be different.
Exactly. And don't show social media everything either.
Yeah.
Keep your relationship to yourself.
Like, if you argue, you have a little argument, or you break up, say you may think that you're done for a while, but you end up getting back together 2 days. That's nobody's business,
Right.
but you and your significant other. That's
Absolutely.
nobody's business.
And that is a big thing too, because you know, we all have Snapchat and people go through things and they, right when they go through it, they post it. I'm at fault for that. I do that sometimes and I shouldn't, because that's none of anybody's business.
If you need somebody to talk to, you run to people that you can vent to personally.
Like I can go to Ashley.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I would run to Jane if I'm having a problem for any type of situation. If I need to vent, I need somebody to talk to, it'd be my boyfriend, my best friend, you know, my parents, like my sister, somebody like that I can run to. Do it personally. You don't want to just run straight to social media. Like certain things you
Because-
could post,
yeah.
but other things, you know, step back from. Like if I'm out with my boyfriend, I'll post it. She might post it that she's out at the movies, I'm out to dinner, something, that's fine, but don't like post yourself.
When you post drama,
Yeah,
that
to start a problem.
makes people talk about it. It's gonna get spread up. It's gonna get a whole bunch of things in it that have nothing to do with it. It's gonna turn into a big swirl of things that it didn't need to be.
And it makes
And then
the
you two are
situation
gonna
worse.
fight.
Yep.
It's gonna be worse, and at that point, you can't take all that back. So if you guys,
Because now
don't-
everybody knows.
yeah, and they're all gonna be like, so what happened? What's going on now? And this,
People
that, and
are
the third.
very nosy,
And they don't need to know.
and it's nobody's business.
Exactly.
So.
So keep your relationship. I'm not telling you, we're not telling you to keep everything to yourselves. Because you can show off that you guys went out, that you did this, that you did that. But the fighting and the disagreeing stuff,
We personally don't think that should be shown. And
Right.
that's a big way to start a fight. If that's what you're
And
looking for, then that's on you.
that again falls into the communication and the trusting thing. If you have to run to social media to post something, you want to start a fight. You want to get the oil going to start that fire up. So
And you want people to know.
exactly, you want people
You're
to
asking
to,
for everything that comes to you is basically what we're saying.
Right. So that is pretty much it for our relationship advice or tips. We hope you did learn something from it and that you grow from it as well.
And don't take it personal or think that, you know, we're making you guys do these things or telling you like what to do. We're just personally giving you advice on like things we see or think.
Or
Like,
that
help
we've
you.
been through,
Yeah.
that we have personally been through ourselves.
Or seen a friend go through
Exactly.
something we see other people go through, whatever. It's just a way to try to help other people get through their relationship and keep it healthy.
So we hope this was successful for you guys. We hope you learned something from it. And if you like these videos, let us know so that we can continue to make more and give us ideas as well. Leave those down in the comment section. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
All right, so guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any videos. And We'll see you guys in the next video.